This is a super easy recipe. It's my favorite casserole. It's a sausage egg casserole. All you need is 18 eggs, 2 cans of crescent rolls, maple sausage, and like 3/4 of a package of cream cheese, a 9 by 13 baking dish. This is one that has the heating pack with it because I'm bringing this to work for a potluck, and then some Pam. And that is all you need for the dish.
First thing we're going to do is spray the bottom of the pan with some Pam or nonstick cooking spray just to make sure that it doesn't stick. Then we're going to open up the tubes. I absolutely hate this part. I am always so scared when I open up these like crescent roll tubes or whatnot. So I just use a spoon to make the like pop less intense. Let me know if you guys do that as well. I absolutely hate these. Usually when Jamie's around, I make him do it, but he was sleeping this morning when I did it. And there it is, finally opening. Next, we're going to just take them out of the tube and unroll them flat onto the baking sheet. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes there's little gaps and different, like they don't line up perfectly. When I used to make it, I used to make sure that there was no holes in it, that they were all perfectly attached. Now I realize it doesn't matter. You just kind of put the triangles out there. Sometimes they come out as a nice clean sheet. Sometimes you get the individual triangles when they come out. So it doesn't matter which way you do it, as long as it is covering the bottom. And remember to spray it with Pam underneath, or it is not going to come out properly. That is for sure, and I've learned it the hard way. Next, we're going to crack 18 eggs into a bowl. I've learned that 18 is the magic number. You can do a little bit less, a little bit more, depending on how much egg you like, but I am not too big of an egg person, so I don't want too many. So we're just going to do 18, and it is the perfect number for big 9x13 casserole. And then if you want, you can whisk them by hand. But as you can see, I'm going to use a electric mixer just because it's so much easier. And there they all are in the bowl, ready for the mixer. And the mixer like literally took 2 seconds for it to do. It was so fast, so easy, and just mess free. And there they are, all nice and whipped up good. Then we're just gonna put them into a hot pan. I did spray the pan with nonstick cooking spray beforehand, just to make sure that the eggs don't stick and they just come out good. But if you're using a nonstick pan, then that's fine. Next, this part is real important. Before you put the crescent rolls into the oven, you have to poke them with a fork just to give it some air. And you want to bake these first before you layer the mixes. Otherwise, this is just going to be a soggy rolls. It's not going to have that nice crust on the bottom. Then I'm just going to salt and pepper the eggs, the scrambled eggs, when I make them. And just make sure that they are all nice and seasoned, but not too much. If you want to put some garlic powder, you can do that, but I just stick to salt and pepper. And just scramble the eggs like normal. When I do make it, I make sure that the eggs aren't cooked all the way through, because you don't want dry eggs. So if you cook them all the way through, then when they bake in the oven, they're going to dry out even more. So I make sure that they're still a little bit runny, but not too much. And then I'm just going to use the same pan and just stick them in a bowl, just to set them aside so I can use the same pan for the sausage. And then, like I said, the same pan. I don't even wash it, guys, to be honest. Like, it's all going the same place. I just stick the sausage. It's the maple sausage. You want to make sure you get maple. And just stick it in the pan. The tool that I'm using is so cool. It's a mix and chop. I'll have it linked down below. It's by Pampered Chef. It is amazing. It really helps to break up the sausage, and you can just use it as a spatula. It's a one utility. Next, we are gonna cube the cream cheese. Now, I don't use a whole block of cream cheese. I only use about 6 ounces of the 8 ounces. I've learned that if you use too much, it's just overloading. And I'm a cheese person. I don't mind it, but some people are like, yeah, that's too much cream cheese. So I just cut it into little cubes. You don't have to, but the process just goes a little bit faster. They melt faster, and it's just easier to cube it up first. And I just did that when the sausage was still browning, because it's still cooking. This is the view of what the chopper looks like. It's amazing, guys. It's totally worth it. It's not expensive at all, and it's a lifesaver. I use it for ground beef, sausage, ground turkey, anything like that. I absolutely love it, and it doesn't scratch the pan at all because it's plastic. All right, now we're gonna take out the crescent rolls. I don't have a set time for these. I just watch to make sure that they're golden brown, and when they are, I take them out. Then there wasn't that much fat in this sausage. I was really surprised and relieved. So I just blot it with a paper towel and just make sure that any excess fat is coming out, because you don't want it too soggy and too gross. So we didn't get too much fat off of it, just a little bit. So we just throw that away and then throw in the blocks of cream cheese. And remember, we're not using a whole block of cream cheese, just a little bit. Just about 6 ounces of it. And then we're gonna let the sausage melt down. Like I said, that's how much we're leaving. It's just a little bit of it. And just stir it. With this, I use just a rubber spatula. It's a lot easier than using the mix and chop because of the cream cheese. It just gets stuck in it, in the little divided sections. So I just use a rubber spatula and kind of push down the cream cheese just to melt it and just incorporate it. Next, we layer it. I put the egg down first and then the sausage, just because you don't want the sausage, the grease getting into the bottom, so the egg kind of gives it a pillow, and then put another tube of the crescent rolls on top, and then pop it in the oven. And I don't have a set time for this. I just watch it. I put on 350, and cook it usually for about 20 to 30 minutes until the top is golden brown. Remember, the only thing that you guys are really cooking is just the crescent roll. So the eggs and sausage are already cooked. So you're just wanting that golden brown color on the crescent rolls. And oh my gosh, guys, it is so good. It's creamy. You never think of sausage like that being creamy with the eggs and the cream cheese, but it is so easy. It is a fan favorite. Absolutely everyone loves it. So guys,